going on with my head? I don't know why I look so fluffy. Hi there, Eddie Stevens here. Crappy quality video, crappy sound. It's been so long since I made a video, I don't remember how I normally do it, but I don't do it like this. Or do I? Is it always shit? I don't know. Anyway, I haven't made a video in a while, partly because I've said almost everything I could think of to say regarding LPR. And also I got COVID, which it wasn't that bad. I mean, it's just like an annoying flu because I've had worse flus in terms of symptoms, where I felt worse. But with the flu, I sort of would get it, feel crappy for a few days, and then it would go away. But COVID was just sort of like up and down, up and down. I felt like I'd be getting better, and then I'd get worse again, and then I'd start getting better, and then I'd get worse. It's very strange, but I'm fine now. Thanks to the new subscribers. I seem to be getting a lot more subscribers. Actually, the fewer videos I do, the more subscribers I get. I'm starting to think that might be my best bet for getting subscribers, is just don't make any content, and then people are grateful, so they subscribe. I don't know. But thanks to new subscribers and old subscribers and people who have commented, sent me messages every now and again. People send me a message just to say that the videos have helped them, which is always nice to hear. And it's going to be another quick video. I just want to talk about some negative shit, and then, but first some positive stuff. So I forgot months ago, somebody asked me a question which I forgot to answer, and it's been so long he may never even hear this answer, but I'm going to answer it anyway because I think it was a very interesting question. This is Danny P92, who asked me, I don't know what date it was. Like I said, it was a very long time ago. He says, "Hi Eddie, I think you forgot my question from a couple of videos ago, you piece of shit." Well, that's rude. If you want to answer, he didn't say that. If you want to answer my challenge is that the LPR acts up during exercise, which gives me shortness of breath, coughing, etc., which frankly takes away the joy of exercising. Do you have any pieces of advice for this? I suspect I'm pushing myself too hard, which stresses me out, which causes the LPR, but I'm not sure. Do you think the only real solution to this would be to exercise much more gently? I remember my LPR started after a cold, only during exercise first, then later on it got generalized. Yeah, so this is interesting because I remember having issues working out. It wasn't so much shortness of breath, which is weird because my LPR symptoms were shortness of breath, coughing, throat issues. But my issue at the gym would always be that my heart would feel like it was working way too hard. And this is when I was like dealing with LPR at its worst. Frankly, it felt like I was gonna have a heart attack. Like that's what it felt like every time I would work out. It was only for a short period of time. Like it's hard for me to remember, it's years ago now, but I feel like for about a month, there was a period where I'd be working out and I feel like my heart was gonna explode and I'd have to just stop. It's a real tricky one if you do have shortness of breath when you're working out. I would theorize that it is just like with the feeling I had in my heart. I think that was just anxiety. I was essentially having a panic attack while training. And certainly shortness of breath could be related to that. But what I did, and I don't know if this will work for you, Danny, but what I did is I just would try and work out. If it got too intense, I would ease off, just stop working out. I don't remember ever deciding to just work out really gently. It was more kind of I'll work out as much as I can, and if there's a problem, I'll stop. And then as I sort of figured things out outside of the gym, as I figured out how to sort of deal with overcoming the mental aspect of LPR, which I've talked about 100 times, as that improved, the workouts just got easier. So I don't know if that's a good answer to your question because I know that it can be tricky if every time you work out you get shortness of breath, and I'm telling you I don't even know what I'm telling you. I'm telling you to just keep working out and then stop. Well, I'm sure you already have, but you could check with a doctor. I have to say that because I don't want to get I don't want you dying in the gym. And I don't mind if you die in the gym, I just don't want to get the blame. I'm just kidding. We don't want you dying in the gym. So make sure if you haven't, make sure that you get checked out in case there's something else going on. But I would bet that you could kind of, again, it sounds so stupid. My strategy is ignore your problems. But it worked for me. That's all I can say. Okay, so worked for me, might work for you. I have that at the beginning of every video, which, by the way, segues into the next thing I was going to say. Very rarely do I get negative comments. And sometimes I'll get sort of constructive negative comments. I wouldn't even call them negative. I had a conversation with somebody recently who was just pointing out that he doesn't feel, or she, actually I don't even know if it was a man or a woman, I didn't check, but they were pointing out that they don't feel that they have any stress or anxiety or anything like that, and for them it has to be completely physical, the cause. But the interesting thing was they also said they responded well to medication and diet, which is a key point. Okay, so I actually had somebody message me on YouTube not that long ago, basically saying that it's ridiculous to tell people, and by the way, he accused me of doing what I haven't, which I don't think I've done. He said that it's ridiculous to suggest that there's one cause for everyone who suffers with these symptoms. It could be because of a bacterial infection. It could be low stomach acid, or all the shit that I've addressed multiple times, I think. And this is the thing. At the beginning of every video, I have a disclaimer that says, what worked for me might work for you. And I think I've made it clear. When I'm talking to people and giving advice on using the method that I used, which is essentially it's all in your head, I'm talking to the people who have tried everything. Okay, so if your issue, if you know that your issue is gut health, and you're taking bloody, can't think of what they're called right now, probiotics, and you're doing apple cider vinegar and doing all these things, and it's helping, then I'm not talking to you. You won't. I don't know why you would even be listening. If you know what to do, and you know that it's physical, then you got the answers. You don't have to worry about it. I'm talking to people who are in the same situation I was in, where I was like, this is ridiculous. Like, I've adjusted my diet 100 times. I spent hundreds of dollars on different medications. Nothing makes any difference. And I'm stressed as all the time. Like, I'm talking to you people, and there's a lot of you. And for the most part, it seems like there are some very similar themes in terms of personality and experiences, which I've talked about ad nauseum in other videos, which you can see if you haven't already. Just go back and watch them. God, this is terrible. This angle is really weird. I'm sorry. I don't know why. What's going on with these pictures? It looks like like my wall is leaning. I don't know. Anyway, so anyway, I don't mind people messaging me and saying, if what I'm saying doesn't resonate with their experience. But please bear in mind that I'm not saying it's exactly the same for everyone. I don't know if it is. I've no idea. All I know is what happened to me and how I dealt with it and what worked and what didn't. And it seems like there's a lot of people who, at the very least, benefit from, like, a positive. I think I've been doing drywall. I've got crap all over my hands. I just realized. There's a lot of people who benefit from a positive mentality, like encouraging a positive mentality, because as we've addressed in previous videos, for the most part, any information on LPR is either just, take this supplement, or do apple cider vinegar shots, or more often just some silly group chat where someone's telling you you're completely screwed and you're never going to get better. That's all terrible. And that's why when somebody does contact me, leave a message on my channel questioning what I'm saying, I just block them. I delete it. I don't want it there. It's not like I'm trying to cover up, shut people up, and hide the truth. And I've been pretty clear about this. I don't want any negativity because I believe, maybe in my case, my issue was physical. I believe it was stress-induced, but, and by the way, stress-induced, it could be physical stress or emotional stress. I believe mine was emotional, psychological stress that caused it. But as I just said to somebody in a YouTube chat, it's a chicken and egg problem for the most part. And you've been through this, right? You've got physical symptoms which cause you psychological stress. The psychological stress, we know, can cause gut problems, which can lead to more physical symptoms. And then those physical symptoms lead to more stress, and it's a vicious cycle, and sometimes you don't really know what the original cause was. Anyway, this is all stuff I said 100 times. I'll leave it here. I don't know what the point of this video was except to answer somebody's question from a million years ago and to tell you that I had COVID and just to swear. I think I swore at some point. Anyway, I guess that's it for now. So like and subscribe if you haven't. The more subscribers I get, the happier I am. It's like a weird ego thing. I am going to do more... I'm a certified personal trainer, and I'm going to do more videos on training. Sometimes stuff that I feel like has helped with stress and LPR, and sometimes just fun stuff. I don't know, I haven't decided, but definitely want to start doing that because that's another thing with COVID is I haven't been able to work out for about a month, really. So I feel like I'm wasting away. So I'll just put videos up of me getting huge, and then you can join me. Whatever. Okay. Like and subscribe, as I said. Follow me on Instagram. I think on my channel it shows all my channels, so you can follow me on Instagram at Eddie Stevens Massive, I think it is, and then on Twitter at Eddie Stevens with an extra S for some weird reason at the end. That's it. Okay. Goodbye.